Alright, it has been a long time since I made a video because I got surgery on my nose. It sounds more nasally than normal. It didn't a second ago during the sound check, but you know what? Bear with me. I'm doing my best here. Um, I have Scholar, as you can probably guess, level 75. I never really unlocked Summoner because I was doing Scholar alongside Dark? What was it? I don't remember. Anyway, but I got Scholar to 75. I've been a little bored this week, not being able to make videos because of my nose. I'll get things taken out of it tomorrow to make it better. But I wanted to start kind of messing around with Summoner just because I have Black Mage at the same level right now. So sharing gear, leveling them up, and I have to level Black Mage if I want my Black Mage Retainer to gain any more levels. I did not know that going into it. My Paladin Retainer is fine because my Paladin was level 100 before I really started messing around with that. But anywho, I'm crafting the gear for my retainers as I craft it for myself for crafting gear and mining gear and all that stuff. And miner and all my crafters reached level 80 recently, a couple days ago. And yeah, anyway, so no further ado, I haven't done Thubyrgeim's voice in a while, or however you want to pronounce it. That's Tom H.U. Bravo Y.R.G.E.I. Mary. She's the guild master of the Arcanist Guild, but she gives the quest at level 30 to become a summoner. It's called Austerities of Flame. We're in the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Laminsa. Here we go. Sorry for the long diatribe in the beginning. Greetings, Mercy. It is well you have come, for we have an intriguing matter to discuss. A request has come to our guild from the Sons of St. Coinach, an organization of some of the finest minds in Eorzea, and they have asked for you by name. Gosh, this sucks so bad. It appears that the research the Sons are currently conducting would benefit from the assistance of an Arcanist, specifically one who has had the tempering experience of defeating the Primal Ifrit. Though I must admit to some curiosity as to how these scholars knew the extent of your heroic exploits, I suppose the source of their knowledge is of little relevance. If you would answer this request, then you will find your contact, a researcher by the name of Imitra, that's Y' Mary H.I. Tom R.A., at Apakalu Falls in the nation of Gridania. Cool. My free teleport to Gridania. God, I hope this doesn't sound as awful as it feels. I got a septoplasty. I noticed that I had a really hard time breathing through my nose sometimes, but like also mostly when I was sleeping on my right side or trying to sleep on my right side. There's also a little bit of snoring that I've suffered, and I just, happened to go in for a checkup, and I mentioned that to my new primary care physician, and he sent me to an ENT, ear, nose, and throat. And he took one look up my nose with those little, I think it was like a little mirror thing, or a little magnifying glass with like a curved shape to it, whatever it was. And he's like, oh, yep, it looks like an accordion in there. So, I got a septoplasty on Wednesday, so like a week ago. And it hasn't been painful, but it has been very annoying with, nose things, snot and such. And yeah. So here is Imitra. She's a Mithra. White hair, probably, you can never tell with this game, but maybe like 20s. Blue tunic, black pants, white boots. Here we go. And we're by the Apakalu Falls, which is a small waterfall, like I would say 6 feet tops, but wide-ish, It's nice, it's beautiful. Nice little spot to relax. Here's a cutscene talking to her. You're Mercy Valkyr, I assume. Well met, and thank you for coming. My name, as you have obviously surmised, is Imitra. I am a member of the Sons of St. Coinach. Ours is a Charlian order that seeks the lost knowledge of the Allegan Empire. I'm going to do her voice better in the future when I have a better nose. And in that regard, we have recently made a singularly important discovery at our dig site in Mordunna. we salvaged from the ruins a set of ancient texts describing the existence of a sect of Allegan mages known as summoners. These were arcane practitioners said to have the ability to siphon the essences of the primals and manifest this stolen energy as a biddable ally known as an Eggy, or EGI, however you want to pronounce it. EG? Eggy? A guy? I like them better when they're like, summons, avatars, icons, like EIKON, icon. What was the Final Fantasy XI? What were they called? Just summons? Your Ifrit, you summoned your... I don't know. Whatever. I think they were called avatars. Yeah, anyway. Should we succeed in researching such arts, then we might well hold in our hands the power to bring this age of conflict to an end. There is, however, as there always must be, one monumental obstacle to realizing this reality. In order to manifest these obedient incarnations of the Beastman's savage deities, one must first defeat a primal and capture its etheric essence. Thus, only one who can boast such a daunting achievement under her belt may even begin on the path to becoming a summoner. Do you understand now why I called upon you? If you wish to contribute to my research, then come to me in the west of Bayergot's Strike, in the southern Thanalan. There we shall conduct a ritual of summoning, the Austerities of Flame. Okay. Give me just a second. I'm going to try to clear my... Alright, sorry about that. I also haven't had to talk this much in a long time. I don't really talk a lot when I'm not making videos. So, interesting. It costs about 540 something, was it 542? Something like that, to teleport to southern Thanalan from here. But, you know, get yourself blue to level 50, you think? Yeah, 50. And start doing those, what are they called? It's been a long time since I've done those too. Masked Carnival. Start doing those. And you'll have free teleports for life, basically. Here's Imitra. We flew south into the Sigoli Desert. Probably my last... Well, I'm going to make a crafting video later when my carrot chips are done cooking. And that doesn't require me to try to do voices, so it'll sound nasally, but, you know, that's kind of my normal voice. I'm kind of wondering if I will still sound nasally when everything's taken out. Because, I think the nose got broken during soccer a long time ago, like as a kid. Or not broken, but, like, the doctor said it was due to, like, trauma, you know, like something happened to it. Whatever. Imitra is fanning herself. She's very warm. We have an event glow about her. Greetings to you once more, Mercy. I had a feeling this unique opportunity would be nigh impossible for you to ignore. Let's proceed directly to the ritual, shall we? According to the records we recovered, the summoners of old would perform these rites in a land in which the naturally dominant element matched the aspect of the avatar they wished to call forth. Only in such a place might one sufficiently shift one's etheric balance in the desired direction. The element of fire is especially strong here in the Sigoli Desert. I can think of no land more fitting in which to summon an incarnation of the Lord of the Inferno. Before we begin, I must insist that you accept this gem. It may appear of little worth, but within its faceted depths dwell the memories of long-deceased summoners. Now you must focus. Visualize the ether flowing through you, a vibrant current of energy transforming into living fire. Hold this image in your mind, and the raging heat of your life force shall spawn an Egi, wreathed in flames. Beware, however, that this nascent entity will appear before you unbound and hostile. It is your charge to overpower the avatar and establish yourself as its master. The path of the summoner is not, if not fraught with peril. In Final Fantasy XI, if you never played it, you start out with Carbuncle, and that's all you get. Until you start, actually defeating, like she says here, defeating elementals. And in the beginning of the game, I really didn't play until, I didn't play a lot of it until maybe a few years into it being released and updated and changed a little bits here and there. They added a mini trial. I think it was level 20 capped. It was just you and Carbuncle against the avatars. You couldn't summon other avatars if you had them. And you, actually, maybe you could have, but they cost too much. Because avatars in that game cost you MP to keep them out. But they were like their own entity. They did melee attacks. You could instruct them to do defensive things or offensive things once a minute, and then you can get that lower with gear. They could, Titan could give stone skin to the party. Garuda could give what's called blink, which is you just negate 2 hits against you to the party. And I think Garuda also gave haste. Ramu could give lightning strike or end thunder, where everybody's attacks do thunder damage, which is even cooler if you had a dual wielder like a monk or a ninja, where they go boo boo, thunder thunder thunder. It was pretty fun. And Ifrit could give attack bonus, and Leviathan could give magic defense bonus and healing. It was really fun. One of my favorite jobs in Final Fantasy XI, Puppet Master and Summoner. I like the pet jobs a lot, but she's right. You gotta defeat the primals, the avatars, whatever, in order to tame them. And level 34 is this cap. I have level 75 gear, HQ. Actually, I crafted it yesterday. But, so this is going to be pretty quick. We have a cutscene. I walk away from her a couple steps, hold out the green soul crystal, and it shines in my palm. It kind of hovers a little bit above my palm. We had this red sphere that burst into this kind of thin, weird, non-Ifrit, but still. The heat is almost intolerable. Pray defeat this entity quickly, Mercy. Swiftly. Alright. Okay, we're gonna get our emerald. I want to do emerald Carby first here. Sorry, summon emerald. Ifrit Edgy has summoned its sprites to do its bidding. Have care they're not surrounded. What she said? Have care they're not surrounded. You must shatter the crimson nails. I'm doing that. Shush. Having the swift, the instant cast from either the emerald or topaz. The crimson nails are destroyed. Now is your time to press the attack. So you do ether charge. You wait 10 seconds. In the meantime, I think your ruin and outburst are buffed. During that 10-second wait. And then after 10 seconds, you get 1 each of your fire or ruby, emerald, and topaz carbuncles. And then once you do this, you get either 2 cast time single targets or cast time multi targets for fire. You get 4 instant, but sort of like full global cooldown cast for topaz for earth, single or multiple. And then for emerald, you get wind, and they're 3 or 4 quick. They're instant cast, but like you quick cooldown, so boom, 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 boom kind of thing. Again, either multiple or single. And she's still fanning herself. It's hot here. Most impressive, Mercy. The Fireborn Edgy has submitted to your will. Edgy still sounds weird. You have mastered the austerities of flame, and that is no small feat. Pray let us return to Apkalu Falls, so we might further discuss your achievement. So I've started doing, well, I started them a little bit ago, like maybe a few weeks ago. But I noticed that we have these trust, and you actually you have to level them up if you want to eventually use them for higher level stuff. Like you get Estinian at level 81, you get Grahatia at level 81, or at least back when Shadowbringers was a thing, like that was the end game. Graha was probably started at 70 with the rest of them, but you actually have to level them up to be able to use them in further like Kryl starts at 91 because you kind of get her fresh, and anyway, so I started doing that. I did it on Black Mage. I did Dome Meg on Black Mage. My damage was good. Did it on Arcanist, and everything was much slower. Like, I don't have, like, these are the spells that I have. I don't have Ifrit, Titan, Garuda. I don't have anything. Like, this is all you get. Up to level 30, that's it. So that's why I'm doing this quest. I want to see, not only will I get the soul for Summoner, but I have a feeling that will unlock a lot of spells that you get just by leveling, which is obviously going to be missing the spells you have to get through the quests. So we'll see kind of what I do and don't get after this, and I'll have to mess with my bar to update everything. But at the very least, it'll come with like buffs. So Ruin 2 will probably become Ruin maybe 4. I don't know. I've never leveled Summoner higher than 60 before this. 60-ish. Here's a Mitra for the turn. Yeah, I think I'm pronouncing that right. This is truly a momentous occasion. You have rescued the lost art of summoning from the grasping mire of forgotten history. But you must know more of the avatar you have bound in the ancient tongue of the Allegan Empire. It would be known as an Ifrit Iji, where Iji translates approximately to pure or the essence of. In short, you have tamed a willful manifestation of Ifrit's raging fires. As you might expect from an entity born of the Lord of the Inferno, this avatar and its capacity for destruction should serve you well in your battles to come. With such an ally at your command, it is not too soon to take upon yourself the title of Summoner. You have proven yourself more than worthy of the soul crystal you now possess. Yet, be that as it may, the road before you is long and arduous. If you would triumph in this age of conflict, you must needs master more than just the edgy of fire. I suggest you next fix your gaze upon claiming a servant of unyielding stone. You once seized victory against the primal titan, did you not? Though I admit I am eager to progress directly to the austerities of earth, we must be careful not to overtax your reserves of strength. Rest well and spend some time to grow accustomed to your newfound abilities. Once you feel prepared to continue with our historic research, you will find me here awaiting your arrival with barely contained impatience. 12,480 experience points, which is a tiny drop in the bucket of 3,770,000 at level 75. That's fun. Soul Summoner, so our Summoner Soul Crystal. We get Ifrit. We get this little trait that is turning Ruby into Ifrit. I believe that Ifrit does more damage. Let's just declare. So when you summon Ruby, it does 400 and then gives you 2. Yeah, so Ifrit does more damage than that. Ifrit does 500 potency. But everything else is the same. Let's see what we get here. We're doing a little cutscene where we go, Yata! Okay. Equip. Oh, that changed a lot. Transfer. Okay. We're still on Ruin 2. There's Ifrit. Try Disaster replaced... Oh my. Okay, hold on. Okay. Trance Gauge. Okay, hold on. So these are still the same-ish. Let's see what else we get. Okay, so that's all the same. Ether Flow is the same. Ether Flow is what you get. Energy Drain, you use Energy Drain to get access to Fester. I think you probably get other things, but I'm going to put them on a bar probably. The Trance Gauge indicates their time remaining for the effects of Ether Charge. Oh, I knew that. Yeah, okay, that's nothing new. Once you use Ether Charge and you wait the 10 seconds, these gems are just there. They're permanent. It's actually a way that you can, if you want to, like, buff. If like at the start of a fight, people tend to use, like at the start of a boss fight, people tend to like use their, like, that's the agreed upon time to use your like party wide buffs, and also because of the party wide buffs going out, it's usually when you're doing your own damage buffs. So like you can have all 3 gems lit up as soon as you use one of these by summoning Ifrit, Topaz, or Emerald, or later on Titan or Garuda. You get a timer on that particular gem, so don't use those at home. Ruin 4 to target and all enemies. Hold on, wait, why is that? Why would you ever use Try Disaster then? So all of these are quest rule. Well, that doesn't make sense. Because you don't do... Because you do quests at 35, 40, 45. That all makes sense. As far as 52, I guess you do, what is you do 50... I thought it was 50, 53, 55. But this looks like it might be 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60. You don't get anything new at 50, or is it just not listed here? And then what became... what was that? Okay. We already had that. We got... Mayman Men 2 increases base action damage and HP restoration by 30%. Okay, cool. Like, these are things I was missing. Like, I was doing that dungeon so much slower with my trust. It's painful. Oh, and Kindle we get at 50. Enhances Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda stuff. Their main attacks. Oh, I'm missing so much. Grants further ruin upon executing Energy Drain or Energy Siphon. Ruin Mastery 3. Enhances Gem Strength according to... Okay. Yeah. Oh. So Outburst became Tri-Disaster. Is that instant Wait, okay, so what's the... Oh... Oh, I only get this under... Okay, I'm like, but this is... Okay, I get it. Oh, see, one of, I didn't know Summoner had the party buff. Party buff! I'll put that here. And this becomes Searing Flash after you use it. Fire Attunement cost. Oh no, that's the same. Cast time, instant. See how the recast is 1.5 for the wind, whereas it's normal for earth. You do slightly less damage, but I think they all kind of balance out. Well, fire is the most damage, but well, yeah. But it also requires standing still to cast for a 2.68 second cast time. There are things I'm missing that I have no idea what they are yet, but like I think Death Flare, isn't that Bahamut? So anyway, let's see. I do need to add Ruin 4, which is an AoE that I can do only under Further Ruin, which we get through Energy Drain. I don't have Energy Siphon. I don't even know where it is or what it is. Or did I see? No, I didn't see it. So that'll come. That might be like, oh, there it is. Right, it's AoE. It's an AoE version of Energy Drain. You use it on 3 or more to actually have it be anything better. Cool. Alright, so yeah, the only thing to add really is this. What is Precious Brilliance? Oh, that's the AoE that you get from... Okay. Cool. Well, that's really it. There was kind of... I got a lot less than I would have thought. But I got a buff to my AoE. I did get buffs... Just damage buffs through traits, like Maimon Men 2, Ruin Mastery 3. Like, I'll do more damage for sure. Yeah, and also probably... I don't know if Further Ruin is only an AoE. Like, is this only an AoE thing? It is more damage than anything else I have for single target and AoE, so... I think you probably just use it anytime you get it. 60% less for remaining in it. That's weird. That's a lot. That's a large dip. Okay, this has lasted much longer than it should have. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry for my voice. I might do more because I want to get more, but I get this thing taken out tomorrow. I can make the crafting video today to at least advance something. And yeah, we'll see. I hope you enjoyed. Ta-ta for now. Or see you next time. Where's Carby? Why'd Carby go away? Love Carby. Carbuncle, myself, Amitra, and the tiny tortoise that loves to spin. We all hope you enjoyed. See you. We bid you farewell. It's been so long since I've done this. See you next time. Thank you. Bye. Wow.